NewsNation, still much concern about UFOs. RyanGraves speaks on this particular topic. So there's something that's going to happen here tomorrow, and they're going to be in a SCIF. They're going to be talking. I don't know exactly who's going to be there. They haven't stated, but let's check this out. You guys like, subscribe, share with your friends.
So we could just be days away from a major step toward the push forward in UFO transparency. Tomorrow, the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform will receive a SCIF briefing from UFO experts. As you may recall, a SCIF is a highly secure room where lawmakers can share classified information and hear it. That meeting will then be followed by a roundtable with experts and then a full committee hearing sometime next month. And if that wasn't enough, the National Archives updated its website last week with a button now on its website for all UFO-related documents to live in one place. So the question tonight is, did they release any new files that reveal anything big, or is it just more of what we already know about unidentified aerial phenomenon? Joining me now on the phone is RyanGraves. He's the first active duty pilot to come forward publicly about UFO sightings. He's also the founder of Americans for Safe Aerospace. Ryan, great to have you here. First of all, who are the UFO experts who are going to be giving this very classified or secure briefing tomorrow in the SCIF? Do you know?
I don't know, and I think that's a very good question. I think a lot of what is going to be done in Congress in the near future is going to be informed from the education that Mr. David Grush is going to be able to provide the Congress people that he's now working with. So I expect that the experts will come as people that David Grush advised to potentially be on that board. And I think, based off of the testimony that David Grush made in 2023, he seemed to indicate that he had key knowledge about individuals and stakeholders and organizations, and I would expect that some of these experts may come from some of those organizations.
Right. David Grush is the person who kind of blew the lid off this whole thing when he came forward and said that there was a top secret government program that had retrieved alien remains of beings not of this world, as well as craft that were not from planet Earth. But after this bombshell interview here on NewsNation and then his bombshell testimony in Congress, where he had to answer a lot of questions by saying, I can't tell you unless we're in a SCIF, we haven't heard much else. Do you think finally with these hearings, starting with the SCIF briefing tomorrow and the hearings scheduled next month, that we will begin to hear more about this, or is this something that will remain top secret?
Well, I'm not sure whether David Grush will be a participant in those upcoming SCIF briefs, but I'm confident that he has already had the ability to pass the information that he knows in a secure environment, in a SCIF, recently, now that he's been employed as a staffer on that congressional task force. Now, whether that information comes out of those hearings and immediately comes to the American people, I would suggest it will not. However, it will better arm the task force and the congressional members to go forward and bring that information forward eventually.
You have really pushed for more transparency and more acceptance of military pilots who have been for years, pilots like yourself, who saw and recorded things and said, this is not normal, this is not natural. And many pilots who felt intimidated about reporting what they were seeing. Has that changed at all, Ryan?
It is changing. There still is a lot of the institutional stigma and the lack of the proper reporting channels. But at safeaerospace.org, we have aircrew and professionals reporting to us every day about what they are seeing. And there is still much concern about where these are from, what the national security implications, and what the safety implications of them are. And while I know David Grush's conversations will be more focused on what government may have retrieved or understand about this topic, we can't forget that this is something that people have to deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah, no kidding. Getting reports every day from pilots, both military and commercial. That's really something. RyanGraves, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Right, guys. So RyanGraves was speaking about the particular topic, and apparently they don't know who's all going to be there. Lou Elizondo spoke on this earlier, and he also said the same thing, that we're not exactly who they're going to bring to the SCIF and who's going to be at the round table, but tomorrow's the day. So Buckle up, you guys. We're about to get a ton of information. I'm kidding. We're probably not going to get as much as we want. Anyways, you guys, cautiously optimistic, fingers crossed. I mean, come on, man. Give us something, you guys. You know what I mean? Give us something. Also they bring up the the archives where the government launched like one tap for all the UFO stuff and stuff like that. They spoke about that briefly. We'll just spoke a little bit more about that. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys like, subscribe, share with your friends. Peace out.